Hey, welcome to vlog entry number 2. I'm Jason and this is my bike. And you can see right now that back tire is flat. So in this vlog, I'm going to do two things. The first is I'm going to attempt to change the inner tube in my tire. I've never done it before, so we're going to sit here in the garage and sweat and try to figure that out. And I'll show you how to change your tire, hopefully. The second thing is I want to tell you about a fundraiser, a charity that I'm raising funds for, and how you can help and what's in it for you. The charity is called the Great Cycle Challenge USA, and it's part of the Children's Cancer Research Fund. And what it is cyclists from all across the United States, all 50 states, pledge to ride miles and raise money for children's cancer research. Now it's in its 6th year. It's an accredited charity from the Better Business Bureau, so you know it's a legit cause. And what the money that's raised does is it goes to fund cancer research teams that may be too small to get government grants, or if a research team had a grant and the money is either slowed down or paused, then they will also provide funds so that life-saving research can continue without interruption. Now obviously the first thing we need to do to change the tire is take the bicycle tire off. This bike fortunately has just levers here that you loosen, and then on the other side is a nut that has to come off. Nut and spring, so don't lose those. Pull out the center axle, and then the whole bike tire can come off, assuming you watch out. I'm doing this the wrong direction. Assuming you watch out for the chain. The next thing I need to do is take the tire off so that I can get access to the inner tube to remove it. Now on the tire there's a lip or bead that's sticking underneath the rim, and so I have to peel that off somehow so I can get to the inner tube. So this multi-tool I bought for bikes has some tire levers on it, and hopefully I can use those to peel underneath it and peel it off. So put the valve at the bottom and work up here on the tire. And while I struggle to do that, I can tell you a little bit more about the charity. So each year in the United States, more than 15,800 children are diagnosed with cancer. And every week, 38 children in the US die from cancer. Now, fortunately, I haven't lost anyone to childhood cancer in my family. I have known friends that have, and it's a terrible thing to watch as their child goes through that and the parents go through that. I have lost adult relatives to cancer, and research that is now available, treatments that they figured out since my grandma passed away, she probably could have lived another 10 years, knowing what we know now than 25 years ago when she passed away. So any research that's done to help children inevitably goes to help all cancer research. So I was able to get those in, and now I'm going to just try to work the tire up and off of this lip. I have to work this up and over the edge of the tire. Kind of work my way around and loosen it up. We only have to get one side of the tire off because we're going to pull the inner tube out that direction. So really I'm just trying to create slack on this side right now. That should be enough, hopefully. There we go. So now I have that over the edge, and I just have to make sure it doesn't slip back in and keep, like that. Keep peeling away. A little bit at a time. I'm starting to realize why I pay someone to do this, but if I'm out on a long ride, then I need to be able to do this in the field. I can't just have someone come and pick me up if I'm on a long 40-mile bike ride. This is so hard. If you're wondering why I'm sweating so much, it's 94 degrees outside and I'm in a garage where it's probably well over 100. Yeah, I got it! Woohoo! So there's that bead I was talking about. That's what gets locked underneath the lip. So now I need to take my valve cap off, and mine has a little washer that helps hold it in place, so I need to unscrew that. And now I can come in here and pull the tire out, or the tube out. Oops. Pulled the stem out. There's the tube. Now to get the other tube. So here's my replacement tube. Cost whopping $8 from my bike shop. So I need to give this just enough air, kind of like this one has, just enough air to give it its shape. Since I'm in the garage, I'm going to just use the air compressor. It's kind of fun, it's popping. That should be good enough. So get rid of that one. Now I need to look in here to make sure that whatever punctured the tire is not still sticking through the tire. And in my case, I drove through like 4 or 5 staples and pulled them out on the outside, but just want to be careful and look on the inside here. And you might have to run your finger along, but again, be careful, looking for like nails, cockle burrs, staples. Just check the inside really well. So last thing I want to do is put on a spare, blow it up, and then have it go right through whatever punctured it the last time. That looks pretty good. And you can see I'm still locked on this side. This one also has a little washer, so let's take that off. So next I need to find where the valve hole is again, which is up here on the top. We'll start by putting that in first. All the way. Well, I tried to work this inside without kinking it. I can tell you a bit more about the charity. So in the past 5 years, they have ridden, this is my first year doing it, but the other people who have raised money have ridden over 18.8 million miles in the United States. And they've raised over $24.6 million for cancer research. And so by you donating, you can help that cause. And so what I'm going to do is I pledge to ride 200 miles in the month of September. That's the month that the Great Cycle Challenge is going on this year. Previous years it was in June, I believe, but due to COVID, it had to be pushed back. They're hoping that the worst of it would be gone by September, and so if people were riding together, they didn't want to spread. I don't plan to ride with hardly anyone. Maybe I'm a part of a team. The Data Peddlers, my friend Seth Berkey and I, you've seen Seth on my Flare Court Media channel quite a bit, and maybe another friend, if we can get him to join, are on a team called the Data Peddlers. I'm attempting to raise $500 for this charity. And he's also attempting to do 500, and together our team, we hope to raise $1,000. Now I would love to be able to donate $500 all by myself, but unfortunately I don't have the ability. And so I'm reaching out to you guys to help, but I'm going to give you some incentives to do so. So now I'm just working the tire around and putting the bead back inside as best I can. Now I'm attempting to do 200 miles this September, and to put that into perspective, this whole year I've done 310 for the entire year. So to do it all in 1 month means if I were to bike 3 times a week during the month of September, I would have to bike over 16 miles per day of those 3 days. So it is going to be quite a challenge for me, but it's something that I feel strongly about trying to do this, and I'd really love your help in accomplishing this goal. Okay, I've made it to the end. So we'll come here and just use these tire levers and try to push it back inside. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, not hurt. So fast forward about 15 minutes and I've finally gotten the final bead on. That was a lot harder than expected. But now I'm going to take this washer and put it on here again to hold the stem in place. The next thing I want to do is go through and make sure that I didn't pinch the inner tube anywhere inside of that tire bead. So I'm just going to look right in here and see if between this lip and that orange, the inner tube is anywhere in there. So if you go to inflate it with the inner tube pinch, then you can just tear a hole right in the inner tube. Especially you need to double check this valve area because it's thicker. But that should be okay. It should go right underneath that. And now, hopefully when I inflate it, it'll pop it into that lip and lock it back in place. We'll just watch for that lip to see if it, clicks in. Yeah, did you hear it pop? I don't think I normally have my, yeah, still popping, kind of giving it more pressure. The reason you have it lock in place is one, so your tire doesn't slip off, two, so you don't get water and dirt inside your tire. Just kind of, by squeezing it, giving it pressure, it's going to force it into the lip. That looks pretty good. Now we just have to put it back on the bike. All right, to put back on the bike, we just do the reverse. Now, I know you bicycle enthusiasts out there are going to say, don't put your bike upside down, you should never do that. I know, but I don't have a bike rack. So, for just a brief moment, I'm going to put it upside down. So I need to come in between the chain there. Grab my axle, slide that through there, and then my washer and my nut, my spring and my nut for this side. Oops. Come and lock that down. And with any luck, I now have a fixed tire. So now I'm going to go take this for a test bike ride, and while I do that, I can tell you how you can donate as well as what's in it for you, besides just contributing to a worthy cause. Okay, I thought it would be cute to have this hanging from my helmet, but all it was doing was putting so much stress on my neck strap that I was starting to choke and couldn't breathe and talk to you, so you're just gonna have to deal with me holding it. But the bike tire works, so success on that. I'm gonna stop here so you can hear me better. The way you can help support me with my goal to ride 200 miles to bring awareness to this charity, as well as help support childhood cancer research itself directly, I have two links in the video description down below where you can donate. Both of them are tied to my account, so if you use them, then it will credit my account saying that you're supporting me in my 200-mile goal. But all money that you donate there is going to go directly to the charity and then towards cancer research. The first one is going to be a Facebook page. If you click on that, it'll take you to a charities page and you can donate there. Or the second one is going to be the website, the Great Cycle Network website, and it's a personalized link from my account as well. Both of them are the same, just do whichever one you like better. What am I doing personally to help support this charity? Well, one, obviously I'm running the 200 miles to bring awareness to it. Two, I'm going to be donating my own funds. But three, I'm creating a reward tier to thank you for supporting this cause. To see more about this fundraiser, if you come to my personal website here, jasonoflaherty.com, which I've linked in the description below, I put together quite a bit of information here on the charity. And if you click on charity info, then you can see my goals and some more information about the Great Cycle Challenge. But if you scroll down far enough, you're going to see these reward tiers. Now these are created by me. It's not sponsored by the Great Cycle Challenge. I just want a way to say thank you for supporting me and supporting childhood cancer research. So I tried to put together something that hopefully you'll appreciate and maybe might mean something to you. If you come over here to the 5, that's the $1 to $14 tier. It's just thankful. I know not everyone can donate a whole lot of money right now, but every little bit can help. And so if you can donate even a little bit, I really appreciate it. But if you're able to up your donation to $15 to $24, then in a future Flare Court Media video, I'll give you credit. If you don't know what Flare Court Media is, it's my professional YouTube channel. And so I put out videos on there all the time. And so I'm going to do kind of a special one for this fundraiser. So I'll give you a credit in it. And then when you donate, you have the option to leave me a message. And if you want me to give a shout out to someone else, someone who's fighting cancer, or say something in memory of someone, you can put that in there. If you don't want to send me a public message, then you can either reach out to me on Facebook Messenger or come back to the website and use this consultations tab to send me a private message via my website. If you up your donation to $25 to $49, then that gets you access to some personally curated wallpaper. I went into my stash of favorite photos and took some time to edit them to look good on all kinds of screens. Now normally this section is password protected, so after you donate within 5 days, I will reach out either on Facebook Messenger or in an email and send you the password to get in here. If within 5 days you don't hear from me, then maybe you had your donation set to anonymous, but something must have happened where I did not get contact information for you. So if that happens and within 5 days you haven't heard from me, just come back to this consultations tab or on Facebook, send me a message saying I donated and didn't get my password. Anyway, in here you can see Like I said, I put together quite a few of my favorite photos, and hopefully it should look good on your phones or tablets or computers. We even put together, if you're not sure how to update your wallpaper, there's some videos down there on how to do that. Let's go back here. If you up your donation to $50 to $99, that's a lot of money, and thank you if you're able to do that. I've given you the ability to choose a print. So these aren't quite the same photos, some of them are, but I threw in some other photos that I think would look really good printed out. And so this is going to be on me. I'm going to send you a 8x10 print, and just again as a way of saying thank you. I'm going to wait until the challenge is over, which is September 30th, to tally up all the prints I need to make, and then in October I'll be sending those out. So if by Halloween you haven't received your print, reach out to me and we'll find out what happened. If we come back here, we can look at the top tier, which is the mountain tier. Now, I originally did not have this when I was designing these tiers, but I figured if someone is able to donate $100, I wanted to do something extra special for you. And what I'm going to do is climb the tallest mountain in Colorado at 14,439 feet, Mount Elbert. It's the second tallest mountain in the continental United States, behind one in California that I can't think of right now. But basically, you can submit a photo down here with this photo submission form, and I will take that photo to the top of the mountain, and then at the top I will take a photo of your picture, or whatever picture you submit, at the top of the mountain, and include a personal message. And so this is my way of saying thank you. And so what I guess I'm thinking is, you might want to submit a photo of someone who's fighting cancer, someone who can't climb to the top of the mountain and would love to see their face at 14,000 feet. Or do it in memory of someone, perhaps a loved one who's passed away. I can go up there and we can offer a prayer up from the top. Or you can do this for a loved one. If you want to donate for someone and put your spouse's picture there and send it to the top, maybe they love mountains, we can do that for them as well. When am I going to be able to climb the mountain? Well, I have to wait until October for the challenge to end so I know what photos to take up. Odds are there's going to be snow at the top by then. I'm not a snow climber. If there isn't much snow, maybe I can still get up this year. Otherwise, I'm going to have to push it back to late spring or early summer next year when the snow has melted. But I'll make sure to keep you updated on the status of that reward. And each tier does get the one below it. So if you do the mountain, you also get the print and the wallpaper and the credit. And if you do the print, you get those two. And if you do the wallpaper, then you get that one. You can also follow along on my progress here. I'm going to be updating these with weeks completed and miles ridden and stuff like that. Or you can go to the Great Cycle Challenge webpage and see some of my rides. These aren't counting yet. These are just me exercising right now. But this tally will start to go up and you see things like that as well. To donate, like I said, I have links in the video description down below, but you can also come here and get links to either the website donation page or the Facebook charity page. I'd also appreciate if you took the opportunity when you donate to give me some words of encouragement, or like I said, tell me someone you want me to pedal for, and knowing that I'm helping people directly is going to help motivate me to get through those 200 miles. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I'd appreciate it if you shared it out with your friends and family. That way we get more people involved in this charity. And then subscribe to my channel or follow me on Facebook. And I will try to do my best to keep posting updates on how the challenge is going. Until next time, thanks for watching.